now. Yet another new IPA is on the market, and from whom do we have said new IPA today? We have it from Oskar Blues Brewing Company out of Lyons, Colorado, and Dr. Brevard, North Carolina, US of A. Yay, yay! And what beer do we have from them? We have their IPA, or maybe it's called Blue Dream IPA. Who knows? Maybe Oskar Blues does. I don't. This is a year-round serving. It's an American IPA. It clocks in at 4.3% ABV and 70 IBUs. In this beer, they're using all Australian hops. That's kind of the, I guess, feature of this beer. And what they're saying that they're using all Australian hops because of the hop shortage here in the USA, blah, 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 whatever. As long as it tastes good, who cares why they're using them? In this beer for Australian hops, they're using Ella or Aya, whatever you prefer, Topaz, Vic Secret, and also Enigma hops. That sounds awesome. I don't know what most of them taste like, but if the combination tastes great in this beer, hey, I'm all for it. Now, this new IPA has a lot of competition these days on the market, and when beers like Julius and Bee Hoppy and Roman Candle and Zombie Dust are in your class, you better be freaking good, because if not, you're going to go bye-bye and you're going to be a shelf turd. So, let's crack the top on this beer, which is, at time of recording now, just 2 weeks old. We'll get it in the snifter, give it a fair shot, and see what's up with the IPA. Ah, nice crack off the top. Gotta love them cans. Let's get it in the glass. Ooh, looks like they use lots of pale malt in this one. That's okay. As long as it is featuring the hops, that's what matters, because it's an IPA and that's what it's all about now, isn't it? So, let's see what's up with the appearance. It is super clear, like golden amber color. We got a solid finger and a half of super tightly packed, kind of eggshell colored bubbles. They may look pretty white to you on camera, but trust me, they're eggshell color here in the light. Take a look at that. Not, much more else to say about that besides, yeah, we're swirling it. Yeah, we're going to get some glass lacing on this. It's Oskar Blues beer. They make quality brew. And there are some alcohol legs starting to form. You know what? That's all we got to say about the appearance. Let's see what's up with the aroma. Big tropical fruit. A lot of tangerine. A little bit of peach. There's some pine in there. A bit of resin and dankness. A lot of sweet kind of honeysuckle aroma coming up as well. I'm not really getting like bready malt or anything like that. Maybe the sweetness is coming from the malt. But all the aroma, for probably 98% of it, seems to be hop driven. It's tropical fruity, not super juicy smelling, but like sweet, floral, honey, tropical fruity, almost like if you've opened a can of canned fruit, like maybe canned peas that are in that syrup. It's giving me that kind of like, throw off it. Like if you get like canned mango spears, that kind of thing. Plenty of citrus as well, tangerine-y, kind of clementine citrus, or maybe if you open a can of mandarin oranges, which clementines are, and you smell that in the syrup, this is what this beer smells like to me. Nice, sweet, hop juicy, smells great. Let's see if the taste lives up. Cheers! Quite a bit more dank and resinous than the aroma would suggest. Up front, you get citrus. After that, you're getting like in the middle pine. Then like a good bit of dankness with that pine. That dankness is hanging on the sides of my tongue. It's not an overly bitter beer. It's not really showing at 70 IBUs. It's showing more of the hop flavor. And this hop flavor is like a sharper, maybe less juicy hop. This is more West Coasty style of that. In some ways, it reminds me of Dale's Pale Ale, but pumped up with a lot more citrus flavor and a lot more like sweetness and tropical notes going on. Easy to drink. And basically, this is kind of a like verging on juicy IPA, but the pininess and the dank and resinous tones that are in here are sort of like eclipse those juicy notes that could be more prominent. The citrus is nice in this beer. I'm getting a little bit of like I said, peach and spicy mango at the sides of my tongue. Alcohol is totally hidden. It's got a nice medium body, and the finish is actually quite clean. I'm not getting like a bitter fingerprint or anything built up on the back of my palate as I drink this beer down. Super easy to drink, just as I suspected. Some gorgeous glass glazing. It's a really tasty beer. It's not a mind blower. I'm not saying, damn, whoa, this is awesome. But for a year-round serving, it is pretty damn good. And it's super fresh at the time I'm getting it now, since North Carolina's not too far from Maryland distribution-wise. You can't tell I'm like into Maryland with all this Orioles garb, right? Yeah, supporting that local thing. Anyways, I'm digressing. You're not surprised. You know that's coming. Anyways, but man, a tasty beer. It's not my favorite single IPA, but it is really good. And you know what? It's living up, I think, and keeping up with sort of like the hops arms race that's going on. I mean, you get beers like Julius that are just freaking mind blowers, and Roman Candle, which is super solid too, and Be Hoppy, and of course Zombie Dust. You know, you got those kind of like competitors in the class. You better bring something good these days. Like I said, I don't think this beer is going to be a shelf turd. I'm digging this beer. I like this a whole lot more than Pinner. I don't think I'd drink Pinner again unless it was the only thing that was around and I had to choose between Pinner and a Bud. And I may even pick Miller Lite over Pinner because I just didn't like that beer. But man, this is very tasty. All right, I'm waffling on. Let's grade this biatch. Great Beer gives it a 90, A-, respectable grade. Beer Advocate gives it an 88, high B+. I'm going to go with a 91. I think it's a really solid A- beer. It's got a lot of dankness to it. If you like dankness, that beer is for you. This reminds me in some ways like a toned-down version of the collab beer between DC Brau and Oskar Blues, which was called Smells Like Freedom, which I believe the can's over my shoulder here. But that it's like a kind of a dialed back version of that in my mind, that beer in my mind and my drinking experience, but I really dug that beer, and this is super tasty too. So, have you had Oskar Blues IPA or Blue Dream IPA, whatever the hell it's called? Well, if you have, let me know what you think, because I like the quid pro quo and the back and forth, because I don't know everything, and I, in fact, like to know what you know too, because your opinion counts as well. So, what I also like is when you think globally, drink locally, and support the craft beer movement, so the diversity can continue to blossom. It is also awesome when you rate, comment, subscribe, especially if this is your first time with us, and smash that like button. So, to the next DJs BrewTube, thanks again to each and every one of you for watching. Please, come join us again for more action. And you know what's coming now? Something else for you to join us for. That's right, a big ass, Peace out!